続いてはカイア&ラインネクストアジアナンバーワン Web3 戦略です。この方をお招きいたしましたクレイトンファンデーションの代表取締役サムソーさんです。The next is Kaia and Line Next Asia No.1 Web3 strategy. Please welcome Sam So.
Okay. Hello, everyone. As introduced, my name is Sam. I'm from Clayton Foundation, but I'm here to represent Kaia and also Line Next. So, at this talk, I'm going to introduce what is Kaia and also Line Next and our strategy for Asian market. So, to introduce Kaia, you guys have to understand where Kaia came from. So Kaia is a chain that merges Clayton and Finchia, and the name actually came from like this: so Clayton and Finchia, and it became Kaia. So now you guys can remember this, right? Yeah. So then let's move to why we decide to merge two chains. So we have to understand the reason behind this chain merge. So as all of here know that crypto market and also this industry is growing, and also the adoption is increasing. So if you look at the number of users and number of wallets and number of applications that are built on blockchain, actually those numbers are increasing. And also, if you look at the market, the influence of Asian market to the global economy, then actually it's a lot. So if you look at the global GDP, and the portion of the Asian countries is more than 35, it's about 35%. But if we look at the cryptocurrency transactions, and it's actually way more than the GDP. So the transaction volumes of Asian countries is about 78%. It's quite huge. It's quite actually dominating the transaction volumes in the crypto market. But the problem here is if we look at the value of mainnets based in Asia, and it's really fragmented and is only about 5%. So we realized that this is actually a problem as a Asia-based blockchain, and also we have to respond to this problem. And that's why we decided to merge, and this economical background was one of the reasons that we started discussion, and also we made a decision on chain merge. So as I mentioned, the Kaia is a new name of the new chain that combines Clayton and Finchia. And just for your background, I'm going to just briefly introduce what is Clayton and what is Finchia, just in case for those who are not familiar with these two chains. So quite noisy, sorry. Clayton was actually initiated by Kakao, in South Korea some time ago. And Clayton is a public blockchain, and it has been developed and operating for more than 5 years. And it's an EVM chain, and I'll speak loudly. So I'll try my best, okay? I have to compete with these guys, yeah, okay? So, yeah. So it's a public blockchain, and we are specialized, and we are very strong in public infrastructure, because we have been, putting a lot of effort to increase the ecosystem, and also to invite builders to our ecosystem. On the other hand, Pincha was initiated by Line, quite similar time in 2018, and originally they were started as a private chain, and they have been focusing on how they're going to make the adoption of Web2 use cases, Web2 services using Web3 technology. So they are good at production in Web3, but recently they also converted to public chain. And so, as you guys see from this slide, both chains have their own strengths and their own weakness. So, but by combining these two, we can complement each other. So that was the, the synergy, and that was the kind of motivation for this chain merge. So just a bit more background. The Clayton is a EVM compatible public layer 1, and the mainnet was launched in 2019. But unlike other EVM chains, we are using different consensus algorithm called Istanbul BFT. And to operate this consensus algorithm, we need a set of validators. And that validator is, that set of validators is called governance council. And on the right side shows that the member of governance councils. And in terms of performance, it's faster. It has, Clayton provides 1 second block time with immediate finality. So you don't have to wait for additional confirmations for your transactions. And it has high throughput and also much lower gas fee. So, but Finchia, as I mentioned, it was started as a private blockchain a long time ago in 2018, and it evolved many times. And then 2 years ago, they decided to convert their chain to public chain, and then also they rebranded the name to Finchia as well. And the currently Finchia network is operating as a public chain. That means anyone can access the network and develop their DApps on Finchia chain. But who are behind our networks? So we have two big names and big companies in Asia, and one is Kakao and the other is Line. And they actually initiate these two blockchains, Clayton and Finchia, respectively, in 2018. And just for those who are not familiar with these two companies, Kakao is a big IT company in South Korea, and they are kind of dominating IT services in Korea. So they have a messenger and payment, a bank, and also mobility service, and so on. And Line is a big IT company in Japan, and they have a messenger called Line, and dominating the market in Japan, Thailand, and Taiwan, and so on. And they, apart from messaging service, they also have payment, banking, and commerce and content as well. So these two companies is not only providing messaging service, but also they are kind of super apps providing different kinds of IT services. So in a nutshell, so what Kaia is doing and also what we are trying to do, trying to achieve in the future is we want to connect Web2 and Web3, and we want to bring Web2 users to Web3 to achieve mass adoption of Web3. Because I'm going to explain after this, but if we look at the current crypto market, and the projects are, different chains and different projects are competing each other by just taking the others' market share, because they are limited. They have limited number of users, and mostly Web3. We are calling them Web3 users, but the number is not increasing, and actually the user pool is very limited. But we are competing each other instead of increasing the market. But to solve this problem, the Kaia will be, of course, definitely utilizing our distribution channels like Kakao and Line, but we are also developing and providing the unique on-chain opportunities or on-chain experiences. And we believe that this is actually something that only we can do in this industry. So let's look at the problem in detail. So, in the current on-chain world, the teams are competing each other, but the problem is the user pool. We have Web3 users. We call them crypto natives or crypto OGs, but the number of these crypto users is very limited. And according to some research, about 30 to 50% of the users are actually overlapping between different chains. So that means the actual, although you are seeing, some people are saying that the number of users is increasing, but in reality, actually the users are quite limited. So to solve this problem, actually we need to bring new users or Web2 users to this Web3. But But again, there's a significant challenge for Web2 users to onboard this on-chain world, because you know, I mean, I believe people here are familiar with this kind of, long step or long process. But if we show this step to my father or my friend, they will be scared of this long process because they have to install, they have to go to CEX and they have to go through KYC and install wallet, and they have to, manage private key or passphrase and so on. And they also sometimes have to use bridge, and you know, and they also have to be very careful about hacking as well. So this is really big burden for Web2 users. But you know, but this is not the case for Kaia, because we can leverage the different channels that is very familiar with. That is very familiar for Web2 users. So we can use Kaia. We can utilize KakaoTalk and Line just to connect Web2 users to Web3, and then in that way, we can remove the complicated process. So with just few clicks, users can start their Web3 services. That's our plan, and that's what we want to achieve through this Kaia chain. So just some example, but just to dive into the examples, I want to inform you that the visuals here are just for the illustrative purpose, and some exact content or exact the UI may change in the future. So we are planning and we are developing, but the actual content might be changed in the future. So, okay, for example, a user can user can just open the messenger, and then they just click the in-app wallet, and just they directly go to the service inside the messenger, and then they can buy tokens, and they can also deposit tokens, and sometimes, yeah, they can also swap and so on. So these kinds of features can be provided inside the wallet. And that wallet is embedded in Messenger. That means users don't have to leave the Messenger. They just can use the Web3 services inside Messenger, and that's the really great user experience for Web2 users. So, but that's not the everything. So we can go above those messenger integration. We can provide NFT marketplace, and also the NFT gated chatting room and exchange, payment, on-ramp, off-ramp, and content as well. So these can be implemented, or some of them are already available, but we are planning to do more collaboration with Kakao and Line in the future, and of course we are welcome to work with more builders in Web3. So, but just leveraging this kind of different channel doesn't guarantee user onboarding. So we need content. We need a service that can appeal the user, and they can benefit the user, and they can actually interest the user. So yeah, to achieve that, we have 3 components in Kaia ecosystem. So the first component is Kaia Portal. And Kaia Portal is a blockchain abstraction front end that can connect Web3 services and Web2 users using different channels like Kakao and Line. And the second component is unique on-chain access, or DApps. So, and we have strong partners for this. So LineNext is one of the strong partners in Kaia. So they'll be exclusively developing and operating their Web3 services on Kaia. Yeah, I'll talk about this later in detail. And we also have strong partners in the area of RWA and DeFi, and they are building the Kaia specific and Kaia specialized services at the moment. And we also have some talented builders who are building state-of-art DApps in preparation of Kaia mainnet launch. So this will be, providing unique on-chain assets or DFs for Web2 users in Kaia. Last but not the least, we have a Kaia protocol that is well built and well designed and is high performing and really easy to use EVM protocol. And I'm also gonna talk about Kaia protocol in detail later. So the first part, Kaia portal. So as I mentioned, Kaia portal is the front end that can connect Web2 users or even Web3 users with the on-chain assets or on-chain, the experiences. So, but the unique feature, strengths of our Kaia portals are we can access the users through Messenger. So we'll be trying to connect messengers with Kaia portals so users can easily discover the services through discover the services on Kaia portal. And second, of course, we are developing some services by ourselves, but we are also inviting and working with other builders so they can be a part of Kaia portal. So Kaia portal is it could be seen as a launch pad. So that means, DFs or builders can introduce their services to here, and then they can meet users from messengers. So that's how it works. And the third point is the Kaia portal is designed and is being implemented as a really fast and extremely easy to use. So the user experience on Kaia portal will be really different from the existing launchpad in other chains. So, and next is about assets and DFs. So again, Line Next is our strong partner, and we decide to work together from this chain merger, and they will be exclusively developing their services for Kaia. So let me introduce a bit more about Line Next because I'm also representing Line Next today. So Line Next is a Web3 specialized company set up by Line, and they have been operating their business for 6 years, and they are building a Web3 ecosystem that are owned by users, and their business is spanning across 3 countries, including Korea, Japan, and the US, and they are backed by big names like Line, SoftBank, Naver, and Crescendo as well. So you guys think of Line Next as the Web3 arm inside Line Group. Yeah. So what Line Next is developing is an NFT marketplace called Toshi, and Toshi is above NFT marketplace. It's a digital commerce platform, and you guys can see the details from. We have a booth out there, so if you have time, just stop by our booth, and then the Line Next members will be happily introducing their business or the collaboration points with you guys. And the second part is about asset. The blockchain. Of course, blockchain is a technology, but we also really care about on-chain assets because people are trading and people are, using those assets for investment and sometimes for DFs. So we need good assets on-chain so we can attract users from other areas as well. So one of the assets that we are really focusing on, we are trying to bring to our Kaia chain is RWAs, because cryptos are very fluctuating, and sometimes because of that, their price volatility is very high, and people, especially Web2 users, are scared about this high volatility. So, but if we bring RWAs, then the RWAs are based on the assets in real life, and then they have some. They have intrinsic value, and that means their value. Their price and their values are more stable than the cryptos. So we want to bring these RWAs to Kaia chain, and we want to enhance the on-chain assets and also DeFi and other ecosystem as well. And the third part is about other DApps. So again, we are inviting and we are collaborating with many builders over the world, and they are building DeFi services and games and other the mini apps or meme coins uh, uh, to prepare the Kaia mainnet launch. Yeah. So and the last piece is about Kaia protocol. So Kaia protocol is a high-performing blockchain technology, but we are trying to, because we want to leverage you know, the distribution channel for ourselves as well as for our builders. So that means we need to provide development interface for builders so they can easily connect to the messengers and they can easily reach out to the Web2 users in our distribution channels. So we know, Line and Kakao already provide, the development interfaces for builders, but they are not specialized for Web3. So we want to build Web3 part or Web3 specialized interface that can connect these existing APIs. So Web3 builders can easily utilize these features. That's one thing. And of course, in terms of performance and features, Kaia is a fully EVM comparable chain, and that means the builders can utilize existing tools from Ethereum or EVM environment, and Kaia is really fast. Again, we provide 1 second block time with immediate finality, and it's proven. It has proven reliability. We have been operating network for 5 years, more than 5 years, and of course, we experienced a lot of incidents, and we overcame those incidents, and throughout this history and throughout these experiences, we know how to operate the network very reliably and very securely in a decentralized way, and that's our strength. And last but not the least, we are working on the concept of gas abstraction. So with gas abstraction, the users can use other tokens for gas fee. So currently, most blockchains, including Clayton and Fincha, the only mainnet token, the base token, is used for gas fee. But we are going to expand this to other tokens. So of course, it will be decided by governance. But once that is decided by governance, then some tokens can be used as a gas fee as well. And the other picture is gas fee delegation. So we know, the Ethereums and the EVM builders are working on account abstraction, but from the beginning, we have been providing a similar picture of account abstraction. So with that account abstraction, builders can pay the gas fee on behalf of users, and actually this is already implemented. So that's our plan, and that's our solution to solve the problem, the user adoption problem. And since the announcement of our chambers, we looked at the statistics, and we have been evaluating who are coming and who are interested in this, and we are seeing that many users, existing users or new users, are coming to our network, and they are preparing the new chain Kaia. Of course, the transactions are also increasing. The builder side, again, we are working with many teams in this Web3 world, and from DeFi, infrastructure, gaming, and meme coin, and RWA as well. So there are new teams came to this Kaia, and there are existing teams who have been working together with our foundations for a long time. So then why are we targeting Asian market? Yeah, of course, we are targeting the global market, but in a short term, we want to focus on Asian market, and we want to, make adoption of Web3 in Asia, because as an Asia-based blockchain project and as an Asian, we know that, and then we are seeing that the crypto adoption rate in Asian countries is way above than a global average. So you guys can see numbers from here. Uh, but but to reach out Web2 users in Asia and to reach out, I mean, to increase adoption of Web3 in Asia, we need again better UX and easy to use services as well, and we need a proper distribution channel as well. So that's why we are gonna utilize Kaia portal and messengers to bring many users, and our target is MAU wise, we want to achieve 100 million users, yeah, in the future. And of course, again, distribution channel is not the everything, and distribution channel itself cannot solve the problem. So we need a way to connect these Web3 services and Web2 users utilizing distribution channels. So that would be Kaia portal, and then we'll connect. I mean, we'll introduce unique Web3 experiences or opportunities to Web2 users through Kaia portal. And that was our market strategy for users. And for builders, of course, I mean, builders want to support in terms of finance, in terms of technology, and from different aspects. But what we realized from our past experience that actually they want to really strong collaboration with the foundation, and strong collaboration is big. I mean, the good teams in the ecosystem. So instead of just giving out grants or giving out some financial support, we want to partner with strong builders, and we want to select those builders, and then we'll be sincerely supporting those teams with proper support programs. And then, of course, we'll definitely connect those builders or those services to real users. Yeah. One of the programs that we are preparing and that we are going to launch is we are going to launch is the Kaia Way program together with Toshi. Actually, Toshi is again digital commerce platform by LineNext, and they are leading this effort, and then they are working together with Kaia team. So this Kaia Way program will be inviting builders to Kaia network, and then we'll be evaluating them. But once they are selected, they will get a lot of support from Kaia and Toshi. And we are inviting builders in the area of AI, RWA, and DeFi, and social pi, and so on. So actually, the area is not that limited. So if you have a good DFs, and if you know good teams and good builder teams, yeah, please reach out to us. Then we'll be happy to discuss with them. So yeah, that's one of the program. And of course, once we have that program, then we'll be connecting them to users, and we'll expose users. More users to those services. And that's about builders in the public area. And of course, we also have our strong partners like Line and Kakao, and they are building unique consumer apps for Kaia and the Line. And these are some of the projects they are working on, or they already launched in the past. So we believe that this is something, this approach and this plan is something that only we can do in Asia, because we are backed by super apps in Asia, and our members are originally from, Line and Kakao. Not all of them though, but many of them are familiar with these two companies and their services and cultures. And also we did a lot of, development and activities in Asia. So we understand Asia, and we can definitely localize ourselves to each country. Okay, so this summary, let me skip this. So as a roadmap, as a timeline, so Kaia mainnet, we are working on the launch of mainnet. We are almost there, and the Kaia mainnet will be launched and will be operating in Q3, and we are working hard to reduce the time. Yeah, so please stay tuned. and thank you for your attention. And you guys can find more information from our Kaia.io website and also the social channels from Clayton and Fincher. Thank you so much. Yeah.
ありがとうございました。皆様もう一度大きな拍手をお願いいたします。